it's been 4 days. Finally,
just got to print out the script so it shouldn't be too long.
Thanks. So yeah, finally getting out of here after 4 days.
You excited to go home?
Yeah. I still don't feel 100%, but definitely feel a lot better than I did the other day. Fever's gone, so.
Hey guys, so we are finally home. Jamie got back home from the hospital yesterday, so we're pretty happy.
4 days.
He spent 4 days in hospital because, well, okay, let's rewind and we'll tell you guys what happened. Well,
so basically, I don't know if you guys noticed in the last vlog we did, the twerking one, because that was when it all started. I had a bit of a cough going on, and just like a little bit of a dry cough. It, didn't really seem to bother me. And then the next day the cough was worse, and then the next day it was worse, and I had a fever, and so I called it, like, it got to the point where, excuse me, it got to the point where I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't do anything, I had a really high fever, I was just ridiculously sick. And we called one of those doctors who comes to your house, and the guy that we called, he was really good, he was thoroughly good. He checked everything out and he listened to my chest, and he's like, look, you've got these crackling sounds going on in your chest, you've got some kind of lung infection. And so he told me that I needed to go into hospital and go on a drip, and I went into hospital, and we got to the waiting room, and there had been a outbreak of food poisoning in the town that we went to. 50 people in one night from the same ate at the same restaurant and had food poisoning, so it was crazy. We had to wait 3 hours until anybody even bothered looking at me.
That's like pretty good for emergency though. Like the one in Clayton, I used to stay there with Sarah, and we would wait like 8-9 hours. Like, yeah, that's like really fast as well. Yeah. Usually it's even more than that. Like, you'd go there at night and you wouldn't even be seen until like the next afternoon. I
guess I just wasn't used to it. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And then so we saw this doctor, and he was this young, good looking sort of doctor, really full of himself, thought he was it in a bit.
It in a bit.
Who'd we compare him to on Grey's Anatomy that you watch?
He was like McDreamy.
McDreamy?
Yeah, that's his name.
Is that his actual name in the show, or that's just what you call him?
No, that's what they call him on the show.
Okay. I was about to say, you better not think this doctor was McDreamy.
No, McDreamy, I don't even think that he's that far.
But yeah, he was just he was very full of himself, and I gave him the doctor that I'd seen previously gave me a form to give to him saying that I needed a chest x-ray and that I had a chest infection and stuff. And so he checked me out and he goes, look, you've got a temperature, but I think you've just got a flu. So there's nothing wrong with you. He goes, I completely disagree with this other doctor. I don't know who he is or where he got his training from, but he goes, I've looked at your lung. What are you looking at?
I don't know, I'm just looking at you.
He's like, I've listened to your lungs, there's no crackling. And he goes, I'm going to go a step further and say the condition of your lungs are impeccable. They're remarkable. They're better than your average person. So there's definitely nothing wrong with you. And he goes, I'm going to give you a little bit of...
How can you even tell all that just from like listening?
And then he goes, I'm going to give you... He goes, I'm going to give you fluids, and then we're going to send you home. And so he pulls out this little vial of water, literally this big, and goes to inject it into me. And then I was so dehydrated that he just couldn't get into any of my veins. So he pricked me like 4 or 5 times until he could finally get in there. He's like, oh, you're a bit drier than I thought you were, idiot.
And you're like, yeah, and then, no shit,
yeah.
Sherlock.
And then I'm like, look, can I get the chest x-ray anyway? And he's like, oh, it'll be a bit of a waste of our time. And I'm like, look, the other doctor requested it. Can we get it? And he goes, okay, we'll do it, but it's going to show up nothing, and it's just going to waste time and money. So I went, I had the chest x-ray, and they go, oh, you've got pneumonia. And then the doctor, the really cocky one who had, been saying that the other doctor was an idiot, never saw him again. He never came back to visit to see how I was doing. They just assigned somebody else to me. And yeah, so I was I know I'm blabbing on now, so I'll shut up.
Yeah, blabbing on.
But yeah, after that, I was stuck in hospital for 4 days. Every day they were like, you can go home today, and then they would check me out and see I still had a raging temperature, and I felt crap. Like pneumonia it's no joke. Like I'd heard about pneumonia before, but I'd never realized just how bad it feels. Like I felt like I was dying for
those. And they still don't even know how he got it. So like they're still running tests and stuff and to figure out what exactly is going on with him.
Pretty abnormal for somebody my age to just get it sort of out of the blue. Basically, I've had chronic fatigue syndrome since I was about 15, 16. For those of you who don't know what chronic fatigue syndrome is, it's similar to glandular fever. A lot of people get glandular fever and then it turns into chronic fatigue syndrome, which is, it's like having glandular fever for pretty much your whole life, but it's not contagious like glandular fever is. So basically, I've just got a really low immune system, and I go through, like, sometimes I'll go like up to 6 to 8 months where, you know, I'm not really affected by it if I'm really taking care of myself. Then I can have another 6 months where I'm just like sick every day. And for the last 3 months, I've been sick pretty much 5 days out of a week. So that I'm lucky to have like 2 good days where I feel like, you know, I'm fully energized and stuff. And yeah, I've been pushing myself too hard as well because I'm trying to start this new video career. So I've been taking absolutely any job that I can get that seems like it's going to further my career. And so they've been like high pressure jobs, working with celebrities and stuff like that. So I have been pushing myself, which probably isn't helping me getting better. It sort of sucks. Like I'm the type of guy, like I don't want to let something like chronic fatigue stop me from chasing after my dreams. But sometimes realistically it does. You can't help it. Something like pneumonia hits you and you just have to sort of step back. So for the next 2 weeks, at least, I guess they reckon I'm supposed to take like a month off work, but we'll see how I go. What's that look for?
Because I know you're not going to take no damn month off work. So you'll be like on the computer tomorrow trying to edit.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll like have to fight it off you. But anyway, it's been a very stressful week for us. So
I just want to tell you guys though, this lady right here is a superstar. I could not have got through this without her. Like I was in bed, unable to move. She was there by my side, like every, you know,
what
like
did
every.
You expect me to do?
I don't know. You were just so good though.
You
knew what to do. Like, you know, my temperature was up, and you put like a lukewarm towel on my head to bring it back down, and it worked. And you were just so attentive. Like anything I asked for, you did it, and you also did it. There was never a hint of frustration in your voice after like the 20th glass of water I had asked for. You know, you were just, you know, what else can I do? And then, you know, we're in hospital. You waited the entire night with me, just sitting in that really uncomfortable chair next to me when you were clearly tired. And I'm telling you to go home to bed, and you're like, no, I'm not leaving your side. And you're just really amazing. And one thing that kind of sucked was we spent Valentine's Day in hospital, but at the same time, I feel like it was one of the greatest Valentine's Day gifts I could have. I've really learned to appreciate you in a whole new way. I know that, you know, when times are tough, like I've always known that when times are tough, you would be there for me, but it was like, now I've really, you know, I've seen it, and it's made me appreciate and respect you in such a new way.
Did you fall in love with me all over again this week?
Yeah, I think I did actually.
You did?
Like I've never felt out of love with you, but I fell in a new form of love with you, one that I've always known that I could depend on you for anything, but I've just seen it now, which is a pretty amazing feeling. And Nikki brought flowers in for me for Valentine's Day, and then she made this jar. I'm gonna show you this jar before the end of this vlog because it's just one of the cutest, sweetest, most thoughtful things I've ever seen. She made for me. So I feel like a little bit of a douche. I didn't get anything for Valentine's Day.
What did I expect?
I know you didn't expect anything, but normally I try and plan things out, but we've got our 1 year anniversary next month. So my plan was I was going to go out and I was going to get a really big bouquet of roses and, you know, write her a sweet letter and, you know, just something simple like that. But, you know, the week before Valentine's Day, pneumonia kicked me on my ass and I wasn't able to do it. So I felt really spoiled. Nikki brought me chocolates as well, so I felt really spoiled on Valentine's Day, and it sucked that I didn't get to spoil wifey. So I'm gonna have to make that up to her. But yeah, check out this jar that Nikki made. It's a glass jar that she painted herself and then wrote that on it, and then it's got like this nice little note there. And
it says
pardon me. The cough's still there, but it's not like it was. I was coughing up blood yesterday, which kind of sucked.
But yeah, this says, for those bad days, or if you're just feeling blue.
Witty.
When life gets in the way, here's a reminder of what I love about you. Next.
Can I open it? Show. Wait till you see this. This took a lot of work. When I saw this, I was like, wow, I can't believe you went to so much trouble for me. All these individual little notes, the whole thing is full of them. Actually, and so what I want to do, I want to open one a day. I think they're really cute. So these, hold the camera, I want to open one today.
Okay.
Let's see what today says. I don't want to like rip these envelopes because I could tell you so much time went into making them, so I want to preserve them so I can put the message back in them. I'm quite sentimental, guys. I like to keep stuff like this, so one day I'll show it to our kids. It says, I love that you put your all into your work. So does that mean that you're not going to be kicking my butt if you do see me back on the computer editing?
That does not mean that. I wrote that before you got sick, mister.
That was a perfect one for today, I think.
No, you're not working today.
Nah, I'm definitely not up to working today.
Or this week. Or for the next 2 weeks. If anyone calls you about a job, like, I will cuss them out so bad. Seriously, if anyone is like, Jamie, that video was supposed to be, I will literally cuss them out so bad. You will lose clients if they even try to get you to do any work this week.
I've got Roast 5'9" on Friday. I've got to do that one.
What? What's that?
Roast 5'9", Eminem's homie.
Friday? Well, if it's not Eminem himself, you're not going.
Eminem might be there.
I don't care. You're not going. This Friday?
This Friday.
You're dreaming. Are you crazy?
No, I'll go down for a little bit.
You're not going anywhere.
I love Roast 5'9". He's one of my favourite rappers.
I don't care.
I gotta work with him.
So what? You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anywhere.
We'll see.
But anyway, do you guys like my new glasses? I look like a full nerd. I'm like full. I've joined the 4i gang now.
I think you look pretty and
thanks.
You look quite smart. It's quite deceiving. Kidding.
Thank you.
She looks like a sexy school teacher, right, guys?
I just look like a nerd, full stop. I look like I belong in the library like 24/7. I think I will be soon. I'm going back to school next month, hopefully. So that could be cool.
Yeah, also, before I forget, I just want to thank everybody who commented on our Instagram and our Facebook about me being in hospital. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of both of our hearts, for all of your prayers and all of your warm messages. And like, I'm really sorry that I haven't had the time to reply to many of them. I tried replying to a few when I was in hospital, but I had this stupid drip stuck in the worst spot. It was stuck in, like, when it was on the back of my hand, it wasn't so bad, but then they changed it to there. And so I'd be trying to like type with two hands on my phone, and it would just be like so sore, and then so I'd give up. But I did read every single one of your messages, and it was, you know, at a time where I was feeling just really lonely and depressed and, you know, sad and sick. And
he turned full emo.
I did turn a little bit emo.
He thought he was gonna die.
It was, everyone around me was dying. I was in a ward with all
old people.
Yeah, and like right next to me, and they all had really serious conditions, and, you know,
Yeah, that would be depressing.
Yeah, so I was reading all your messages and I'm like, oh, thanks for the love, thanks guys. But it really made me feel like, you know, this whole YouTube thing we do, it's not just YouTube, it's like we built this like sort of like family support system, and when things, you know, do go wrong, it's, you know, it's nice to feel all that love out there. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much about that, because, you know, all your messages did get to me and did really make that impact.
This was supposed to be like a 5-minute video.
It was.
Like literally, Jamie drags on everything.
I do like to talk.
You talk so much, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho's, oh, and I also wanted to say thanks to everybody for all the lovely comments on my Valentine's Day video.
Nikki killed it, and Nikki edited that one as well.
I did.
She's getting good on these edits. I filmed it, but Nikki edited it, so.
Yeah, because everyone was like, oh my gosh, Jamie, amazing edit, man. And I was like, that wasn't Jamie, that was me.
I even taught her how to color grade it a little bit as well, so.
Yeah,
Nikki's getting her editing game up.
I did that all myself. I feel pretty proud. Hope maybe now I can help you with your jobs.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
But yeah, thanks everyone for the lovely comments. I've just been so stressed this week. It's been insane. Like, I've broken out like crazy. Have you seen my face?
I think you look beautiful.
I've got pimples everywhere.
I don't see them.
I can't deal. But anywho's, if you don't get a vlog from us this week,
it's probably because we're just being boring and sick. I feel today is the best I felt, but I don't have a lot of strength, and I still feel just pretty tired and out of it. So yeah, you might not get a vlog this week. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, so yeah, please be patient
But don't unsubscribe.
Yeah, don't unsubscribe. We're not going anywhere. Jamie's just sick. So we'll see you guys when he's all better.